Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live watch along between Chelsea and Manchester City in the Premier League, guys, which is an absolutely incredibly important game, of course, in the top end of the table. Manchester City looking to close the gap on Arsenal to 6 points with a game in hand. And, of course, I have to go to the Etihad, as do Arsenal, of course, guys. Thank you, everyone who's joining me today, guys. I really appreciate everyone in the house, of course, guys. Really appreciate everyone who's joined me today, of course, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to smash a like on the video as well, guys. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Of course, guys, really appreciate everyone who has joined me today so far, guys. Really appreciate everyone. You're absolute legends, guys. Let's hope for this. We are ready to go. We got a few minutes to kick off, guys. We got a few minutes to kick off. We're ready to go. What do you think the score is going to be? Get your scores in, guys. Get your scores in. What is it going to be? Let me know how you're feeling about the game, guys. Let me know how you feel. I think this is going to be a City win. I'm going for a 2-0 win to Manchester City. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for a 2-0 win to Manchester City. What do you guys think the score is going to be? Let me know, guys. Write your comments below. Absolutely, guys. We're waiting for the teams to come out, of course, guys, for this game. We're waiting for them to come out. Let's hope that you know what, the right team win, and you know what, Arsenal will be very interested in this game, won't they? They'll be vying for blood, of course, guys. Absolutely. Earlier on, Tottenham lost 1-0 to Sunderland in that massive game, of course, at the other end of the table. So Tottenham are staring relegation in the face, guys. They're staring relegation in the face. They look like they're going to get relegated, guys. I'll be honest with you, guys. For me, I mean, I don't want to say too much, but I just think they're in a big problem, Tottenham. And, I mean, you know, sad for Tottenham fans, of course, but they're going to have to do a watch-along in the Championship, guys. That's what's going to happen, absolutely. But big up everyone who's in the stream. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today, guys. Really appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to smash a like on the video, guys, as well, guys. Don't forget to do that for me. That'd be absolutely fantastic if you guys can do that for me. Brilliant to have you here, of course. And let's see what happens in this game, of course, guys. Big game, of course, as we know. Massive game, of course, as we know, guys, between Manchester City and Chelsea. But Chelsea have not had the season they thought they would have, guys. They haven't had the season that they all thought they were going to have this season. So what I would say is that their Champions League aspirations are also hanging by a thread, guys. Their Champions League aspirations hanging by a thread. Their future is hanging by a thread in regards to that. They have spent a lot of money. They've got a lot of long-term contracts and things like that, of course. And Contractor FC, basically, signing lots of young players and expecting, you know, those players to come good in a few years' time based on a hunch. Inshallah FC, basically, that's what they are. And basically, they are, just badly run, to be honest with you. And no wonder there's senior players within that squad who want to leave the team, who want to leave, you know, senior players want to leave. And look, you know, I would say, you know, to be fair, you know, I thought this would happen. I knew this was happening in regards to them, in regards to their future and stuff. But yeah, guys, let's wait and see what happens anyway. The ownership are not going anywhere. Obviously, there was going to be protests, Chelsea. I was invited to a protest. Chelsea fans were inviting me. They were inviting me to a protest, guys. Chelsea fans were. And, you know, and I said, no, you deal with your own problems. Don't you get involved in our problems and stuff like that. We got our own problems to deal with. We've had to deal with the bloody Glazers for how long? Do you know what I mean? And absolutely none of it. Absolutely none of it. Absolute jokers. Yeah. But guys, we're ready to go. Of course, 5:30 is kickoff. We are ready to go. The game is about to kick off. Let's hope for a good game. May the best team win. Can they both lose, says Richard. I agree. I agree with Richard here. Can they both lose, Richard? That would be lovely if they both lose, isn't it? Can we make them both lose? One day we might be able to. Do you know what I mean? You know what? Man United, the thing about Man United is that we've got to start doing our own thing. You know what I mean? We got to start winning. You know what I mean? Because I don't know about you, but I'm just so tired of like having preferable teams, wishing that team loses, wishing that team doesn't lose and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. But game's underway, guys, of course. And look, Arsenal are awful. Arsenal are awful, you know, and I don't like Arsenal fans. I don't like Man City as well. The thing with Arsenal fans is just that their delusion is just, obviously, they're slandering their own reputation, in my opinion. And I don't like Arsenal fans, and I think not many people do. And I think, you know, for them to start turning me against them and would prefer Man City to win the league is just getting crazy. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, but they do it. They do it to us. They do have this obnoxious kind of mentality there that, you know, it is second to none. And everywhere you go in the world, no matter who you speak to, you know, Arsenal at the forefront of the conversation, and they're like, you know, oh, why are Arsenal fans so arrogant? What's going on with Arsenal fans? They have no reason to be arrogant and things like that. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and yeah, look, you know, it's true though. I have to agree. I say I don't know. It's just the way that it's like almost like they're born that way. They're born that way. You know what I mean? It's almost like that. It's almost like it's like when you're born, you got asked, oh, I'm sorry, mum and dad, your son or daughter is got Arsenal-nitis. I'm sorry, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, that's it is what it is. Of course. Big up everyone who's decided to join me today. I really appreciate you guys. You really are the legends, of course, guys. I really appreciate you all. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Please don't forget to smash a like on the video as well, guys. Absolutely good to see you all, of course. 0-0 so far, 2 minutes gone in the game, guys. Yeah, look, Man City are playing in a kind of grey, yellow kitty, an ugly kit, of course. Guys, they are playing in at the moment. Kind of a greyish sort of kit they've got there, absolutely. But yeah, look, this is just watch the game, enjoy the game, and let's have a little chill out. And yeah, let's see let's see what happens in this game. Obviously, Arsenal are going to be obviously praying for blood in this game. They'll be hoping Chelsea do something. I mean, isn't it ironic? You know, Chelsea wishing that Chelsea do something in this game. Isn't it ironic, guys? I'm waiting for Alanis Morissette to walk through the door. Absolutely, but yeah, look, you know what I would say is, look, as Richard said there, I wish they both lose, but unfortunately, Man United are not in a position, you know, at the moment, and hopefully next season we'll be in a position where we hope our own team win. That is the most important thing. When I was growing up watching Man United, I never wanted to be that guy who hopes that team lose because of that. Only when we needed them to lose for the league and things like that. You know, for example, I wanted Leeds to beat Arsenal in 98-99, and they did. Of course, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank 1-0 on the way to the treble, of course, guys. So obviously, yeah, look, you know, I don't want to be that every time. You know, I want to be challenging for the league. I want teams to win or lose so that Man United win the league, and I want us to get back to those days. It would be great, you know, and I think we will eventually get back, guys. I think it'll be sooner rather than later. I know a lot of people are going to be saying, it's unrealistic for Man United to even think about the league at the moment, but I actually do think it'll be sooner rather than later. Man United will end up winning the league eventually, guys, in my opinion. I think we will. I think next season will be a lot better, given if Man United players get backed, the Man United team get backed, Carrick or whoever's going to manage the club get backed. I think that's the most important thing, that the manager is backed at the end of the season and back to a level that is not a 4 out of 10 window, that is actually a 7 and 8 out of 10 window. Now, obviously, Man City win today. They will be 6 points behind Arsenal with a game in hand and have to play Arsenal at the Etihad, of course, guys. So if Man City beat this game, they negotiate this game. This game is the difficult one of the difficult ones. Of course, it's always tricky to play Chelsea, even on a bad day. So what I would say is that Chelsea did go to the Etihad this season and draw. So I would say that. So obviously Chelsea, you know, they've done all right against Man City this season. So I don't think this is going to be a foregone conclusion. Although Man City have got, would you say Man City have got more of an incentive? I don't know. Chelsea need Champions League football. Do you know what I mean? When we're looking at the table at the moment, Chelsea are on, at the moment, 49 points. So if Chelsea win this, they're on 48 points before this game. If they win this, they'll be on 49, 50, 51 points. So they'll be 1 point behind Liverpool in 5th place. Of course, the 5th place does guarantee Champions League football this year, of course. Just a few results. Crystal Palace beat Newcastle United 2-1 today. Nottingham Forest drew 1-1 with Aston Villa. Man United have a chance to go 3 points clear in 3rd place tomorrow, of course. Sunderland beating Tottenham 1-0. Tottenham are in a very, very big problem, guys, with relegation. Do you think Tottenham are going down, guys? What do you think about it? Do you think Tottenham are going down? Will it be the biggest team since Leeds United to get relegated, guys? Let's wait and see. There's a lot of football to play, of course, guys, but I think Tottenham will be the biggest team to go down in the last 20 years. Yeah, definitely 20 years. We haven't had a team like that go down for a while. Obviously, Newcastle went down, but they're nowhere near on the level of Tottenham and Leeds, of course. Enzo Fernandez is on the bench today. He's not playing today, guys. Of course, has not played well, apparently. He's not, you know, Chelsea fans are revolting against Enzo Fernandez. I mean, obviously, like what a difference a year makes, isn't it, with football? You know, 1 minute you're there, the next minute you're there. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, Louis Messina, of course, is the manager of Chelsea under huge, enormous amounts of pressure at the moment. I always felt that it was the wrong appointment with Chelsea. It's going to be a foul for Chelsea here. Cucurella in the middle of the pitch has been fouled. Yeah. I always felt that was the wrong appointment. I never really got that appointment. I never understood it. Do you know what I mean? Why they got him from? Why didn't they get Cesc Fabregas or someone like that? Do you know what I mean? And that's what I would say. I mean, why did they do that? I don't know. But Chelsea, it's Chelsea at the end of the day, isn't it, guys? Absolutely. Gianfranco Zola, one of the greatest players to grace the Premier League, is in the stands today. Big up Gianfranco. Of course, if Gianfranco was playing today, probably be the best player in the Premier League. Probably would be, guys. Shows how much football has regressed. Anyway, it's Semenyo. Kicked out of play by Cucurella. Wouldn't it be just ironic if Chelsea performed today? And wouldn't it be ironic? You know, Chelsea suddenly turn up today. It'd be so funny. It just shows you that they turn up for certain games and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? But look, big blow for Arsenal yesterday, losing to Bournemouth. I think that's a massive blow to Arsenal's title credentials. They're still slightly in the driving seat because obviously Manchester City, should I say, have to get the results. They have to get the results. And also that goal difference. You know, Arsenal are still a little bit ahead on that goal difference. So obviously, Manchester City have got to go out and start scoring some goals. And yeah, because it could come down to goal difference, you know. And many of us were saying, no, don't rule out goal difference. It's happened before. Don't rule out goal difference. You can't rule out goal difference and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Anyway, it's a corner to Chelsea here. Bit of sixes and sevens at the back for Man City there. But it's a corner. Good tackle from Kusanov, the young lad. Good tackle from him. And it's going to take the corner. It's Neto will take the corner, guys. Cleared away by Manchester City. He gets it again. Overrun it a little bit. Farner out wide to Cole Palmer, the number 10 today, by the way. Enzo Fernandez here. Casado. Joe Pedro. Long ball to Joe Pedro. Palmer's there at the edge of the box. Palmer again at the edge of the box. Shoots. Takes a deflection straight at Donnarumma. No danger there. No danger there, of course. A bigger Ephraim, my friend. Sal, Chelsea need to respect the ball. Yeah. Chelsea, like already Chelsea. I'm looking at Chelsea, you know. This is the thing about these teams. I see them sprinting, closing down, and, you know, fighting for their life and things like that. You know, these teams, they're frauds. They're frauding themselves, you know, when they do that. And then you don't see them doing that in any other game. It does really make me laugh, to be honest with you. It does make me laugh about these teams, you know, the way they are, you know. You can see it. You can see it so obvious. It's plain and obvious, isn't it? It's plain there in live and living colour, of course. You know what I mean? Definitely. But guys, 0-0 at the moment between Chelsea, 11 minutes gone. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 0, of course. My prediction is 2-1 to City, says Ephraim. Yeah, I think that's about right. I said 2-0 to Man City today. However, don't be surprised if Chelsea turn up today. Don't be surprised if Chelsea have a vintage performance today. I can see that happening, Ephraim. I really can see Chelsea having a big performance today. I can, you know. This is the sort of thing that these teams do, you know. Play one game. Oh, let's play against Man City. Let's pick and choose the games we play against. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, draw against Carrier Bag and things like that. You know what I mean? City be obviously confident if they win this game that they can play Arsenal and they can defeat Arsenal at the Etihad. Arsenal, for me, it is a mentality thing. It definitely is a mentality thing. The Arsenal thing is a mental thing. And until you get over that mental block, it's going to be difficult, whoever the manager is. However, what I would say about Arteta, I'm seeing some of his training regimes. I'm seeing some of the TikTok videos and things like that they're putting in the training ground. Of course, we had the never walk alone in the training ground, which is a loser mentality, in my opinion. And then you had the light bulb thing, didn't you? I mean, it's cringe, man. It really is cringe. I couldn't play under a guy like that. I mean, if it was me, I couldn't play under a guy like that. I think like it's so patronizing. Do you know what I mean? And you just have to keep things simple. You know, you have to keep things simple, and you have to, you know, think about the football. The first thing is football. Think about the football and allow all these mentality things. And if you want to be a psychiatrist, be a psychiatrist. But, you know, even when I look at that, and I'm, you know, if that was Man United, even if I saw that, I think, oh, that's a little bit cringe. You know, that's a little bit cringe. That's not what I'm used to. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's true. But if players need TikTok videos to make them perform, then there's a problem with the players and the team, isn't there, at the end of the day? And, you know, the light bulb thing and that, my goodness me, you know, the never walk alone in the training ground, my goodness, like, basically what you're doing is basically you're saying that, you know, if you're playing Liverpool, you know, you're going to be intimidated by the atmosphere, and the atmosphere is the problem, and blah, 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 and you're scared of the atmosphere. You're basically giving into it, you know. What I say is that you use the atmosphere to your advantage. You use it, no, you enjoy it, because what better way to here come Man City on the left hand side. What better way to counter that anthem by beating Liverpool? And it should motivate you as well. You shouldn't be scared of it. But basically, that Arsenal are coming across scared, isn't it? And that's what I would say. Here come Manchester City. Manchester City on the plane from left to right, of course. Ephraim, Sal, when Palmer is on it is dangerous player. He's a dangerous player. Palmer's a very good player, and when he's fit and ready, he's a very good player. And we saw in one of his breakout seasons when he went to the Euros final, you know, everything he touched turned to gold. Basically, he's a very good player, and you know, anyone who doubts that is not watching. He is a very good player. Of course, we look at the injury record. The injury record is a big problem with him, and I think a lot of teams will be reluctant to spend the money on him because of the injury record. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know. Especially Man United, and obviously the valuation. When you're thinking about the valuation, you're thinking about the valuation's about 100 million. If the valuation is 100 million, you know, you can't take risks. You really can't, and you have to obviously look at that and analyze the injury properly. You know, because I think Man United know all about injuries, don't we? We know about signing players who continuously injured. We got a few of them on at the moment. You know what I mean? The ball's out of play. Guys, Pep Guardiola doesn't look impressed. One back here. Semenyo. Doku. No, it's a goal kick to Chelsea. It's a goal kick to Chelsea. 16 minutes gone, guys. 0-0 between Chelsea and Manchester City here. Stamford Bridge. Of course, we're getting to the business end of the season now. We're getting into that period where it's all about results. It's all about getting the results, isn't it? We're getting into that period where it's just all about results, guys. Absolutely. Just to run through the lineups. I haven't run through the lineups yet. Let me just run through the lineups with you guys real quickly. So we have, in regards to Manchester City against Chelsea, guys, the lineups are as follows, guys. We have in goal for Chelsea, we've got Sanchez, right back Gusto, centre back Fofana and Hato, Cucurella as a left back, Casado and Santos playing the centre midfield. The three attacking midfielders are Estefao, Carl Palmer, and Neto. Up front is João Pedro. In regards to Chelsea, we've got Donnarumma in goal, Nunes right back, Kusanov and Mark Gui in defence, and O'Reilly as the left back. We've got Rodri and Silva in the middle with Doku, Cherki, Semenyo, and Haaland, guys, in this game. A big up, Marcus. How you doing, my friend? I'll be doing well. Hey, Sal, my guy. Looks like Spurs are in serious trouble. Have you checked on your brother and make sure his blood pressure okay? I am, but I'll probably call him next week. I'll probably give him a call and talk about. I'm sure he doesn't want to talk about football at the moment. I know he's a massive Spurs fan, Marcus. You know, and yeah, he feels it. He feels it a lot. You know, when Tottenham don't win, let alone if Tottenham are threatening relegation. For goodness' sake. He really does feel it. It really does hit him. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't feel for him, to be honest. I feel for him, to be honest, should I say. And yeah, look, they had a bad season this season and they got another bad season this season. So yeah, it must be awful. I mean, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. So why do you think Arteta team is playing football with their fear? It's mental. I mean, you know, managers install pressure, managers install confidence. And that's what I would say about them. Put this down a little bit. Managers install pressure and managers install confidence. I actually think that Arteta installs pressure. I think he does. I think he installs pressure. And I think he looks at the other team rather than looking at his own team. So we look at the formation and the way the other team play, the atmosphere and things like that, and think about them too much rather than thinking about himself. You know, the light bulb treatment, the TikTok videos, you know, these sort of things. They never walk alone in the training ground. These sort of things obviously are catered towards thinking about the other team rather than thinking of yourself and how you're going to win the game, how we going to negotiate the game. Do you know what I mean? And I think that is important. Do you know what I mean? Marcus, Arteta always looks stressed. Good, but yeah, look, you know, it rubs off on the players. Anyone else want Chelsea to win today? I want nobody to win, to be honest with you. I don't know. What I want, you know what I want, Bobby? I want a good title run. I want it to go all the way down to the wire. You know what I mean? I want it to go to it's been a while since we had a decent title run, isn't it? You remember the days of Man United when we used to have these really good title runs? We used to bless people with great football. Do you know what I mean? We used to bless them with great seasons and it used to go all the way down to the wire, right and down to the last day, literally the last kick of the game. That's what we used to do. Nowadays, football's so bloody boring. It's like you know, these teams are never like, you know, so that's why I would like Man City to win today. And I would like Arsenal fans to cry a little bit longer, please. That's what I would like to do. You know, I would rather both Arsenal and Man City lose the league, but we know that's not important. That's not going to happen unless something happens miraculous. But yeah. Anyway, Chelsea are giving as good as they get so far today, guys. In the sunshine of Stamford Bridge, of course, in this lovely April spring day, guys. We're 20 minutes in. Yeah, it's an offside. That's definitely offside there. Is it? Very close. You know, next season the offside rule is going to change. Of course, there's going to be that. You have to have like clear daylight or whatever that means between players. Like it have to be like that basically. So if you're like that, you're offside. If you're offside, but if you're like that, you're not offside. So changing the rules. I mean, obviously, offside has never been accurate. You know, you can never be 100% accurate. I think it's always going to be a grey area. I think it's always going to be a grey area there with offside. And yeah, but I would say that I think that's a better idea. I think there should be clear daylight, but obviously it's going to be a trouble for the defenders. It's going to be much more difficult for the defenders. You know, for the strikers, should I say? Is it more difficult for the strikers? I think it is more difficult for the strikers, yeah. Foul for Manchester City in the middle of the park. Rodri is foul. Kickoff going on. Long ball out wide to Doku, guys, on the left-hand side. Long ball to Doku. Marked by Gusto. Gusto's keeping up to great play from Doku. It's got in there. Oh, that was a good play from Doku. And it's another strike from Man City, and it's clear, well blocked. Chelsea playing with throwing their bodies on the line there. Free kick to Chelsea, but they're throwing their bodies on the line there. First time I've seen Chelsea do that all season, throw their bodies on the line. Of course, Chelsea played Man City about a month. Was it a month, 2 months ago? And got a 1-1 draw, wasn't it? Chelsea were winning all the way up until the end, weren't they? And Man City were winning all the way up into the end, and then Chelsea ended up getting a goal. It is a big improvement for Man City. Earlier in the season, they were playing some awful stuff. I mean, I remember when they played United, and then they obviously played Bodo Glimt away from home, and then they got defeated. Bobby, I hate City, but I also hate Arsenal fans. The fans, I don't like. The thing is, Bobby, it's like you say, I don't hate the fans. The club, it's just the fans. It's just the fans. You know, all they do is talk about Man United. That's all they do, man. And all they do is talk about Man United. If they win the league, I guarantee you, the first thing they'll talk about is Manchester United. The first thing they go on about is Manchester United. That's the first thing they'll do. I guarantee you. Richard, Andy Cole's goal against Tottenham was an awesome moment in our treble cell. Amazing time, mate. Amazing goal. Amazing lob. Absolute great control. Underrated goal. Andy Cole, underrated player. One of the most underrated strikers in football history. When you're thinking about he didn't take penalties and he's still up there as one of the highest scorers of all time. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's unbelievable. Marcus, odd fact, Sal, the offside rule is being tested in the Premier League, which is equivocal to the EFL National 2 League. We've seen some examples. Feels like defenders will be playing deeper. Do you think, Marcus, it's going to contribute to more pragmatic style of play, more of a defensive line? Is it helping with goals? Is it making the game better? Is it making the game more boring? You know, is it doing that? I mean, obviously, ultimately, the goal is to get more goals, isn't it? Make the game more exciting. And this offside rule is a bit of an issue, isn't it? Yeah. What about we abolish the offside completely? That'll make teams play deep, definitely. Yeah, but the thing is, if you're offside now, you have to have daylight between you. So now they're saying that you have to have daylight between you for you to be offside. Isn't that easier for the defenders to defend against, right? No, it's harder, isn't it? It's harder, yeah. So even if they are an inch offside, they are onside, isn't it? So it's harder for the defenders. Yeah, absolutely. This is why they're playing deeper. So basically, if they're an inch offside, or like these days, their foot is offside, they're on. Yeah, it might, as you said there, Marcus, it might contribute to a more pragmatic defensive style of football. You know what I mean? It might do, you know. It might contribute to more of a cautious style. Do we want that? I don't know. You know, I think just the VAR just need to get it right. You know, they've got all the technology in the world, but it does look like they're going to be doing that. It does look like they're going to be doing that experiment. Goal kick to Chelsea, by the way. We're 26 minutes gone, guys. 0-0 between Chelsea and Manchester City, of course. Slow defenders will suffer unless they sit back. It's true. This is what I'm worried about. You know, this is what I'm worried about. I'm worried that it's gonna affect the game in regards to an attacking sense. Do you know what I mean? And that's not good, isn't it? Because you're always looking to improve the game. You're always looking to make the game more entertaining, more. You want more goals, don't you? You know, I do think football has been starved of goals recently. Unless you're watching Man United. Man United drawing 4-4 and things like that. Unless you're Man United, I do believe that a lot of these teams are not scoring as much as Man United used to, are and stuff. I still think Man United are the most entertaining team in the league. I don't know what you guys think about that. I still think we're the most entertaining team in the league, definitely. 27 minutes gone, guys. 0-0 between Chelsea and Manchester City in the Premier League. Crucial game in the top 5. Of course, Chelsea need to win really and truly if they still have Champions League aspirations. Man City, if they win this game, well, it's not quite in their hands, but the confidence in regards to them will be through the roof. They win this game, they have a game in hand, they'll be 6 points behind Arsenal. They win the game in hand. I think the game is against Palace, if I'm not wrong. And then they play Arsenal at the Etihad. I mean, that could be the decider, couldn't it? Be the decider. Here comes Man City, and Doku went down there. Looked a little bit dangerous. O'Reilly with the foul. Doku did go down there. I thought he connected there, to be honest with you. Man City are more dangerous down the left. They do look like they're more potent on the left. They play a lot on the left. Like 48% of their attacking plays on the left-hand side of the pitch. Like you can see today, they do play more of a on the left-hand side with Doku. They are very prime left. Of course, Beyonce FC to the left. Yeah. Interesting to see how Palmer performs today. Of course, he's been injured. It's a big game. Of course, so see how he performs in this game. 28 minutes gone, guys. 0-0 between Chelsea and Manchester City. 0-0 between Chelsea and Man City. Big up everyone in the stream, guys. Don't forget to smash a like on the video, guys. Thank you for joining me earlier on for Sunderland against Spurs, which ended 1-0, of course, to Sunderland, putting Tottenham in enormous amounts of pressure. De Zerbi losing his first game for Tottenham, of course. He knows the pressure is on. He's in for a fight for survival. I always believe that bringing a manager like De Zerbi in mid-season was a mistake. I thought they should have waited until the end of the season to bring in a manager like that. Unless they panicked and thought, like, you know what, this is our only chance we're going to get De Zerbi. Maybe. I don't know. But they lost their first game and they deserved to lose, to be honest. Watching Spurs today, I wasn't very impressed, to be honest. I was a little bit disappointed with them. And they didn't really go for the juggler. Like, they didn't look like a team that was getting relegated. It was almost like they were in the mid-table and they were like, oh, well, we lost 1-0. Oh, well, it's a bit like blasé. So, chance for Chelsea, just wide from João Pedro. Good cross coming in there from Gusto. He just didn't get onto the ball. Absolutely. I want City to win today and lose in the long run. Like you said, I want the title race and I want Arsenal to sweat till the end. I really, truly earn the title. Absolutely. That's how I'm thinking, Marcus. Absolutely. Exactly how I'm thinking. Gregory, big up, Gregs. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you, mate. Hope everything is blessed with you. Marcus, that's a great point. Exactly, Bobby. I think it's absolutely brilliant point. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Have a good season. Get it to the end of the thing, because I don't like any of them anyway. Obviously Man City are true rivals, proper rivals and things like that. Do you know what I mean? But I would say that, I want it to be an entertaining title race. We haven't had an entertaining title race. Let's be honest, guys. We haven't had an entertaining title race for a long time. Not a lot. I mean, when's the last bloody proper title race we had? Was it Man United? In regards to a proper title race. I think it probably Man United, wasn't it? But the last entertaining title race there was. Mandem, big up yourself. The issue with City this season is that even though Arsenal drop points, they don't take the advantage. If they really want to win this Prem, they should win the next 3 games. I agree with that. And Man United have done this over the years. We've been granted opportunities after opportunities to get into certain positions in the league, and we never used to capitalize on it. It's almost like there's some kind of mental block, So I wouldn't be surprised if Manchester City don't win today. I won't be surprised if Man City don't win today, because when you're thinking about Man City, you're absolutely spot on. Man City do fail to capitalize on the opportunities that they've got. And that's a mental thing. That's a mental block. And we've been there. I've seen it with Man United many, many times, guys. I've seen it with Man United. I've seen Man United have big opportunities to get in the top 4, get in a league race and stuff like that. And they haven't done it. You know what I mean? And they haven't capitalized. How many times have Man United done that, guys? Absolutely, Mandem. Big up, Mandem. I didn't expect to catch part of a live stream today. Always good to see you. So always good to see you, Greg. It's good to see you every single day, my friend. I hope you're blessed. I'll be having a very good Sunday, of course, and enjoying the elements. It's good. We've done a couple of watch-alongs today, so it's all good. I will be doing more watch-alongs. Whilst I'm in Italy, Greg, obviously when I'm in the UAE sometimes is 4 hours ahead of England. At the moment, it's 3 hours ahead of England, but sometimes it's 4 hours ahead of England. And it's 2 hours ahead of the UAE at the moment, of Italy at the moment. So when I can't do like as many watch-alongs, because obviously when it's 8 o'clock kickoff, it's a midnight kickoff. Do you know what I mean? And I only do that. I reserve the midnight kickoffs for Man United, of course. I save my energy for the Man United games. It's a shame that both these City and Chelsea won't lose today. Exactly, Greg. It's a shame. Maybe one day we'll have AI, and AI can make them both lose. I'd really like us to smoke Leeds 3 or 4-0. We have done. I mean, only in recent years we beat them 6-2, didn't we? We beat them 5-1 the next year. We haven't lost to Leeds United since the FA Cup tie a very long time ago now, 10 years ago or something like that. We haven't lost to Leeds, so I expect Man United to win the game. I expect Man United to be comfortable, definitely. I would love Man United to slap up Man City, slap up Leeds United, of course. Big rival Leeds, of course. Battle of the Roses, as we know, as people know, of course. But I would love Man United to beat Leeds United tomorrow. It's the only worry I have is the rustiness. We haven't played. Tomorrow it'll be 24 days. 24 days since we played a game. Unbelievable. And then we had that break in between the Newcastle game as well, didn't we? Which was 2 weeks. And now we got 24 days. 32 minutes gone, guys. 0-0 between Chelsea and Manchester City. Chelsea have got a big chance. Donnarumma's done very well there. He's got the ball. Foul for Manchester City. Yeah, I thought he was a little bit hesitant there, Donnarumma. I thought the Chelsea player was going to get it. I thought he was a little bit hesitant. He did end up getting it. Doku on the left. Here he is again, causing havoc on that left-hand side. There's a chance for O'Reilly. Cross comes in. Chance for Chelsea. Good save. Oh, and it cleared. Sanchez. He managed to get the ball. He managed to grab the ball in the end. But there's a big chance for Man City there. Haaland nearly got on the end of that. It was Haaland. He nearly got on the end of that, guys. City's starting to settle down into the game now. They're starting to settle down to the game. They're getting used to the game now. As I said, lots of the ball going in down Man City's left-hand side. Not much going on the right-hand side at the moment. A lot going down the left-hand side. Here's Doku again, and namely Doku, who's been causing havoc. Rodri here, out here to Cherki. Ryan Cherki on the ball. To Rodri. Bernardo Silva here. Rodri again. He's going to keep it here. Out back right to Cherki. Cherki back with the ball. Semenyo's waiting on the right. I'm surprised nothing's gone down Semenyo's side yet. Now it has. Semenyo on the ball here. Back with Cherki. And Cherki loses the ball. Poor from Cherki. Loses the ball there. Now, this is where Chelsea are dangerous on the counter-attack. Esteval. And it's cleared. And it's well tackled. It's going to be a foul for Man City. Mark Gay has been fouled. But Chelsea have got the ball. Man City have got the ball. Nearly gave the ball away again in the dangerous position. But they've got the ball back. Left-hand side here of O'Reilly. And Chelsea win the ball back. Good tackle there. It's a free kick to Manchester City. Free kick to Manchester City. Sal, is the UAE when you pop up be steaming from a hotel room? Yeah, well, I usually stream in the UAE in Abu Dhabi. I'm usually in my own apartment. I have my own apartment. I have my own studio in my apartment. I stream from there. However, I'm in Italy at the moment, so I'm in my apartment, me and my wife apartment here in Italy. So I'm streaming from here for now, of course, until things settle down over there. Of course, as you know, it's been a bit of a nightmare. Do you know what I mean? And I can't really concentrate on my streams when I'm having lots of big bangs and things like that. It's not really great. But yeah, look, it was an experience, and that's why I usually stream. That's where the Man United jerseys on in the background and stuff like that. But I'm in Naples. I'm in a good place, so everything is cool. You know, it could be worse. And yeah, I'm just waiting for things to settle down. Don't think it's going to. Of course, lots of egos and things like that. And then I'll be back in my normal studio. If I'm not going to be back in my normal studio, of course, I will have to, of course, build another one and do it over here, of course, guys. Absolutely. Big up, Greg. Big up, Greg. Of course. Marcus. Looks like Donnarumma's suspect with his feet. Yeah, strange that, 'cause he's usually quite good with that. I don't know why. Mandem, I'm happy to see Liverpool fans being in good mood after their win before they get Man United mauled by PSG. They have a big game, that, isn't it? 2-0 down. It's going to be 5-0 in aggregate, isn't it? 5-6-0 in aggregate, do you think? So, do you think Domino is overrated? No. I've seen him win European championships with his country and actually single-handedly win them it. I think he's just like obviously come to a new league. It's a difficult league. I think he's come to a new league and it's difficult, and that's all I can say about that. You know, it is difficult. You know, Mandem. If it seems that the team that will win the game will be a counter attack, there's a lot of counter attack in football these days. What do you guys think about counter attack in football? There is a lot of counter attack in football these days. Of course, you know what I mean. I couldn't understand the Arsenal fans being upset with their club after their club won yesterday. I couldn't understand the Arsenal fans being upset with their club after their club won yesterday, go 9 points clear at the top of the table. So, do you know what's going on with Arsenal fans? Their club lost yesterday, mate. They lost yesterday. Arsenal lost to Bournemouth yesterday. Yeah, they lost. They were already 9 points clear. They lost to Bournemouth. Man City have got two games in hand. Arsenal fans lost yesterday. Yeah, they didn't win. They lost. As far as I'm aware, unless I'm living in a parallel universe, of course. But yeah, they lost the game. Let me just sort this out. Just need to sort this stream out a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you know, Arsenal will be Arsenal fans. I mean, you know, the thing with Arsenal fans, even when they're doing well, they're moaning about something. They're either being overly confident or they're being totally delusional, you know, or totally negative and actually too pessimistic. There's never an in between with them. They're never like calm. They're never like grounded, in my opinion. There's always something wrong with them in regards to overly exaggerated things and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Overly exaggerated, in my opinion. That's what I think. Yeah, man. If Enrique wins the championship again, do you think it will help us sign him as he'll feel achieved everything? I think even now, Mandem. I think that he's achieved all we can achieve at PSG. He's the first guy to win them a Champions League. Do you know what I mean? He's the first guy to do it. So I think even now he should move on and manage a proper team. So no disrespect to PSG in a proper league. I mean, I must be mixing up the clubs in my head. Never mind, no problem, Greg. I get you, mate. We get there sometimes. Yeah, we get there sometimes. So let me just sort this out. I've got to sort this out. So Sancho, Gusto, Fofana, Hato, Cucurella. Let me just put this up here. Yeah, that's the thing when you do double watch-alongs. You have to obviously sort out the lineups and everything like that. Of course, Pedro Neto. Don't see Neto's on the left. Fernandez is not playing. Fernandez for Palmer. So Palmer goes here, of course. Yeah. Palmer goes there. Santos, Nicolas Santos, he goes here. And Caicedo, he goes. Caicedo, where is Caicedo? He goes here. Is Caicedo, who's better? Caicedo or Declan Rice, guys? Caicedo or Declan Rice? Who's the better player, guys? Who do you think's the better player? You know what? I've got my theory on it. You know, I like Declan Rice, but I think he's a little bit overrated. I do. I like him a lot, but I'm not going to say it. Whilst there's no Arsenal fans around, so I'm not going to say it. But I do think he's a little bit overrated in my opinion. I really do. You know, I think that I have to be honest, guys. I think that there's a lot of players that are very, very, very overrated. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. Definitely. Where is João Pedro? Oh, he's there. All right. Mandem. Arsenal fans are always either delusional or arrogant. I always see most of them in streams picking trophies as if they won the Premier League and Champions League again. Like I said, and I think this is a perfect analogy. You know, beggars can't be choosers. Number one, beggars can't be choosers. Number two, right? Is that, let me just get this out. I'm too bright at the moment. Let me just get this up. Yeah, beggars can't be choosers, number one. Number two, there's plenty more fish in the sea, right? Is the old line from Arsenal fans, right? It's the old line from Arsenal fans. There's plenty more fish in the sea. Now, they haven't had a fish for 6 years. So don't you think you'll take any fish? You're starving. Take a fish, eat a fish, you're going to starve. Basically, that's what it is at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I would say about it. What do you enjoy most about Naples? Food, culture, lovely. I love Italy. It's a great country. Food, culture, everything about it. It's lovely. I love the place. I do. Yeah, history. You know, lots of history. Best pizza in the world. They invented it. You know, so it is. Yeah, definitely. Still 0-0 between Man City and Chelsea in the Premier League. Decisive game, guys, in the Premier League, of course. Still 0-0 in this game. Yeah. Will there be a breakthrough in this game, guys? Will there be a breakthrough? Don't forget to keep up to date with all the football guys on the stream. When I go live for the next watchalongs and stuff like that, lots of watchalongs are coming your way, of course, guys. Lots of good stuff, lots of good content is coming your way. Absolutely. It's going to be exciting stuff, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely exciting stuff coming your way, of course. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see what happens, of course, in the week. There's some, I mean, more or less, the problem is that more or less a lot of the games have been decided, haven't they, in the Champions League, more or less. I would say more or less they've been decided. I don't think there's anything left to decide, to be honest with you, if I'm being honest, guys. Right, so let me just do this, download this perspective. Still 0-0, guys. 45 minutes. We've got 1 minute of injury time added on, guys, at the end of the first half. We got 1 minute of injury time at the end of the first half, guys, in this game. I mean, the last game weren't that entertaining, was it? Rice is overrated, says Greg. Yeah, big up, Gregory. Marcus, Caicedo goes about his job quality like Kante. Yeah, good player. Is it just me or Caicedo and Rice become shit every time people compare them? True. I just think their true colours show, my friend. Their true ability shows. It's been so long since Arsenal won an EPL title, right? That Patrick was their captain under Arsene Wenger. Yeah, it's been a long time, mate, and I hope it's longer. It amazes me how Arsenal fans celebrate being nearly men. Yeah, look, if Arsenal did go out there, right? If Arsenal went out there and won the league, right? The first thing they'll do, and I'll tell you that now, right? The first thing they'll do is they'll talk about Man United. That's what they'll do. Honestly, they'll talk about Man United. The first thing they do. And I think, yeah, that's the annoying thing about it. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Bear me a second. Yeah, look, what I would say is that if Arsenal don't win the league this season, it is the biggest bottle job of all time in football, in my opinion. I would have to say it is the biggest bottle job of all time. I don't think there's a bigger bottle job than that, in my opinion. I don't think there's a bigger bottle job if they lose the league because of the position that they were in. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it was a big position. Half-time, guys. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 0 in this game, guys. Half-time in this decisive game, guys. 0-0 between Chelsea and Manchester City. Guys, absolutely. Yeah, Arsenal are nearly men. But when you look at and you analyse this season and being 9 points clear, I know that Chelsea, Man City have games in hand, but you've got the incentive, and to play a game yesterday and to lose to Bournemouth, Man United dominated Bournemouth a couple of weeks ago and we were robbed at Bournemouth. Do you know what I mean? Now, when you're looking at Manchester City still have to play Bournemouth, of course. There's a lot of games to negotiate. There are games to negotiate for Man City. It's going to be difficult for Man City. There's a lot. This is one of the difficult games, So I just feel like the quality of the Premier League, the quality of these teams are just they're both as bad as one another, in my opinion. They're not amazing teams. They're not like one of the best teams in the world, like I'm hearing from Piers Morgan and people like that, calling them the best team in the world. They're nowhere near the best teams in the world. As I said, this Arsenal team is not even in the top 5 of the best teams in Premier League history. Do you know what I mean? The best Arsenal teams in Premier League history, not even in the top 5 for me. So I would say, look, there's been a lot of overhyping. There's been a lot of gaslighting. There has been a lot of gaslighting in regards to Arsenal, in particular Arsenal. There's been a lot of gaslighting. Like, for example, the comparison between Man United of 2008 and this Arsenal team, it's an absolute embarrassing comparison. It's an insult. You know what I mean? If someone tell me that, I'd rather you spit on me than say something like that. It's absolutely absolutely ridiculous how you can compare this Arsenal team with that amazing Man United team of 2008, one of the best teams in history of football. We're not just talking about, Man United here. We're talking about in the history of football. That Man United team was the best. You know what I mean? And I would put it up there as probably the most talented Man United team since I've been around anyway, in regards to supporting Man United in the late 80s. Since the late 80s, I think it's the most talented team I've seen. With Tevez, Rooney, Ronaldo, unbelievable team, and obviously to compare that Arsenal team wouldn't even win the league. That Arsenal team wouldn't come to the top 10 in 2008. This Arsenal team right now would not come in the top 10. They wouldn't. They wouldn't come in the top 10 in the Premier League in 2008. No chance. Absolutely nothing. Guys, but we are 0-0 between Man City and Chelsea. Well, Man City, are they going to blow it again? Are they going to capitalize on the opportunity? It is 0-0 at halftime, guys. They are looking to win this game, of course. They do need to win this game, and they can't keep dropping points when they've been handed an opportunity. They've got to take that opportunity. Man City have got to take this opportunity, of course. Do you remember Arsene Wenger claiming to their fans that their finishing in the top 4 was their trophy when they? Yeah, I remember that, Gregory, and that's the wrong mentality to have, you know. And I would say, Greg, in regards to that, is that I don't want Man United becoming like that as well. I don't want Man United being that. I want Man United to challenge for the league. And if Man United get in the top 4 this season, you know, if Man United get in the top 4 this season, I would say, bear me a second, guys. Guys, when I go off, yeah, I just let you know, when I do go off, my wife is walking past. There's a little bit exclusive for you, all right? Yeah, so, you know, when he said that, you know, I don't want Man United being that team. I don't want Man United. I want Man United to challenge for the league. You know, I don't want us being okay with top 4, you know, because we're going to end up being like Arsene Wenger. You know, if we get in the top 4 this season and we don't try and improve, and then we don't try and push on, and we don't try and get into the top 2 challenging for the league, then we're just going to be like Arsenal, you know, because that mentality is just like winning a trophy. It is not. There's nothing like winning trophies. There's nothing like winning. Of course, it's great to be in the Champions League, you know, but what's the point of being in the Champions League if you're not going in the Champions League to compete in the Champions League and win the Champions League? Do you know what I mean? And that's what I would say, you know, you have to try and compete. You have to try and win, you know, not just getting it for the sake of getting in it. Do you know what I mean? And just making up the numbers. It's taking part that counts. It's the taking part that counts. And stuff like that, you know what I mean? Nah, not for me. Definitely not for me. I want to get in that Champions League. I want to compete. I want to win the league. I want to challenge for the league title. That's what I want to do. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I want. Cool, guys. So we're halftime 0-0. Surprise, surprise. Another 0-0 in the Premier League, guys. Another boring encounter, to be honest with you. Man City have had the edge in this game. They are the ones that are pushing the incentive. They're the ones that have the incentive at the moment. Of course, they have to win the league. So they're going for that. Chelsea, of course, are fighting for the Champions League. So Chelsea need to win too, you know. A draw's not good for Chelsea. You know that. The draw's not good for Chelsea. They need to win as well. So they need to try and press, and they need to try and win. Taking a draw is not going to be good for anybody at the end of the day. Definitely not. But top 4 is definitely not a trophy, and I think what has happened in football, you know, I know they want as many of the good clubs in the Champions League as possible, but you know, this top 4 business is really it's not destroyed football, so to speak, but the ambitions of teams now is more like on a business level rather than a trophy level, and I think that is a big problem, and we got to get away from that. This top 4 nonsense, we got to get away from that. You know, I want Man United to win the league. You know what I mean? I'm tired of us like just making up the numbers, because basically that's what it is at the end of the day, and winning the odd trophy. It can't happen anymore. We're the biggest club not to win a league in the world. You know, not to be challenged for a league in the world. We're the biggest team not to be challenging for a league in the world. So I think that Italians do well. San Pellegrino. But there are other delicacies. Bottled it. Arsenal going to bottle it. They're definitely going to bottle it. Well, it depends on Man City. I mean, are Man City going to bottle it today? Are they going to bottle it? They could bottle it too. You know, they're two bunch of bottlers up front. You know what I mean? 2 bottlers up front at the top of the league. I mean, since when has there been 2 bottlers up at the top of the league? When's the last time there have been 2 bottlers at the top of the league? I beg you. Probably Man City and Arsenal. Yeah, guys, we are literally a few minutes away from the second half, guys. But for Chelsea against Manchester City in this title challenging Champions League challenging game, of course. Yeah, look, it's just a chill along today, of course. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know if you've got anything to ask or anything like that. I'm happy to answer it. Anyone want to talk? We can chill and just talk, obviously. It's better than watching this game. This two teams that are cancelling each other out and all that business, isn't it? Two teams that are cancelling each other out. Chelsea want Champions League, Man City want the league. You know, let's get together and dance, basically. You know, it's just we need some incentive here. We need some kind of aggression. You want it, go and get it, man. Go and get it. You want the league, go and get it. Ryan, I don't want Arsenal to win the league, neither City. I mean, look, you know what? I just feel it's such an unfortunate situation that Man United are in this position. You know, I never wanted Man United to be in a position where, you know, we're having to decide whether Arsenal or Man City do you prefer to win the league. It's awful. It's an awful decision. I mean, obviously, a couple of seasons we've had Liverpool and Man City, which is even worse. You know what I mean? Deciding whether you want Liverpool or do you want Man City to win the league. That's even worse, isn't it, at the end of the day? And, you know, we should never be in this position. And the reason we're in this position is plainly because of the Glazers and because of Ineos, because of all them lot. They're the reason we're in this position. And Man United shouldn't be in this position. Man United built the Premier League. We're the ones who put the Premier League on the map. We should be at the top of the league. You know, and we have come close, guys. We're closer than people think, of course. It took a couple of games during December, and we would have been up there in the league. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously the AFCON happened, and Mazraoui and Ahmad, you know, went off to the AFCON, and Mbeumo as well went off to the AFCON, and of course we suffered. You know, so there is fine margins, but how do we negotiate those fine margins? How do we twist those fine margins into success? You have to build the squad. We don't have a good squad, you know, we don't. I mean, a couple of players leave our squad and we are literally a shadow of the team. And for example, if Casemiro doesn't play, we're a shadow of the team. So it's very important that this board back, whoever's going to be the manager in the summer. I know there's a lot of people who are a little bit skeptical about Michael Carrick. I believe Michael Carrick will get the job. I don't necessarily think that Michael Carrick should get the job, but if he gets in the Champions League, I can't see why Ineos won't give him the job. Even though I disagree, I think it should be Luis Enrique or I think it should be Nagelsmann. Are they going to back Michael Carrick to the levels that it needs to be backed? And, you know, how can we expect to progress when other teams are backing their managers? Other teams are already better than us and they're getting further ahead. And I think this is important. Now, we have to think about the other teams as well. Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal and Liverpool are not going to stand still. They're not going to stand still. So it's up to Man United to really go in and have a generational window this summer. Why not? For a change, guys, let's have a generational window. Let's try and catch up. Look, we're third place, guys. We're not a million miles away, right? We don't have to buy 20 players. 7 players in that team. We're losing about 7 players anyway. 7 players in that team. And we're challenging for the league next season. We're third, guys. We'll be 3 points clear in third tomorrow, guys. There was a stage we were 11 points behind Aston Villa. Do you know what I mean? So, as you mentioned before, United will be saving 72 million on players' wages simply by removing the players we don't need on our books. Casemiro, exactly that. And then you're thinking about the players that we're going to sell as well. That Mason Mount might leave, Xerxes might leave. You know, he might leave as well. You know, and then you've got players like Onana and Bayinde who are going to leave as well. People thinking about that, you know, they might get some money through the door as well. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, look, you know, Man United, and you think about Man United getting the Champions League money. Man United are going to get Champions League money. You know, they're going to get 100 million. You know, and you know, we got no excuses here, guys. We really haven't. Like, the board have got no excuses. They're going to have to do the business. You know, they're going to have to spend money. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this is going to determine whether they really want to be successful or they just want to be financially, you know, astute and financially better. That's it. You know, prove to us that you care about success. Prove to us that you care about this thing, trophies. That's what they got to think about. Prove to us that you care about that you want that. You know what I mean? And that's what I would say about it. You know, I would say that. And how would they prove it? Well, we all know what we need. You know, we need 2 or 3 midfielders. If we get 2, they need to be world class. I'm talking Anderson, Stillers, Tonali's, that sort of thing. And then we need a backup striker. Then we need 2 fullbacks. You know, you're thinking about, you know, we need a left winger. Then we need a left winger. And then you're thinking about, okay, we've got all that sorted out. Now we need some squad players. You know what I mean? Now, I'm hearing a lot of things, guys, about Ahmad. We want to get another Ahmad on the left and stuff like that. But Ahmad isn't even good enough. Don't these people understand I'm 23, 24 years old? He's not good enough. You know what I mean? And I'm hearing that, oh, we need to get another Ahmad on the left. Ahmad's a good player as a substitute, as an impact player, nothing else. You know what I mean? He's not a David Beckham. He's not gonna win you games with his foot, with a cross straight on the head of Sesko, is he? You know, this is the thing. Ahmad's squad player. Be great squad player. Get another winger in there. And Boomer's a better right winger for me, but get another winger in there. Do you know what I mean? And this is the thing. We're so excited about mediocrity. We're excited about average, you know, and this is so annoys me. It annoys me because I know what a Man United player is. I think most people who've been supporting the club for 40 years know what a Man United player is, you know, and there are a number of players in our squad that we don't talk about, we don't mention, that are not it. They're not it, guys. You know, I'm telling you, they're decent, but they're not guys who are gonna get you over the line. They're not guys that you want in the trenches with you, for example. Do you know what I mean? But players are coming out, guys, for the second half. Thank you, everyone who's joined me for these watch-alongs. I really appreciate you all, of course, guys. You're absolute legends, of course. So just listening to what Rossini's saying. Yeah, a whole bunch of cliches and stuff like that, of course. The truth is we need the back two lines. We need a spine. I heard Arsenal fan delusion has been happening since the literal 80s. Yes, Arsenal fans, it's like I said, Roy Atleti, how you doing, mate? Arsenal fans, it's like you're born, right? When you're born, your doctor comes up to you and you think it's going to be bad news. And they go, listen, sit down, I've got something to tell you, right? And the parents are like, what's up with him? What's up? He's got Arsenal-nitis. Oh my God, no. Arsenal-nitis, yeah. What's that? Oh, you know, it's basically they support a team called Arsenal, and they suffer from extreme delusion, and they suffer from extreme overreaction. They think everything that they do is the best in the world, and every single player that plays for their team is the best in the world. Not, guys, whenever we're having a conversation with Arsenal, right, it's not like, oh, he was a good player. He was a good player. It's like, he was the best. He's the best of all time. He's the greatest. He's the best. It's nothing like, you know, keep yourself humble. Oh, he's a good player. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a good player. You know, he's one of the best. He's one of the better players. Stuff like that. Nothing like that. It's like, he's the best. Anfield, Riley, OG 1-0, Docker 1-1, Foden 2-1, says Anfield. I'll hold you to that one, my friend. I'll hold you to that one. Thank you so much, my friend. Hope you're doing well, The Red. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you again. Hope everything is blessed with you, my guy. And congratulations on a good win against Fulham yesterday. Well deserved. Yeah. Yeah, look, you know, Arsenal fans are just unbearable. For people to not want Man City to win the league, Arsenal fans must be awful. Do you know what I mean? I will say that, guys. They must be really, really bad, to be honest with you. You know, and they are. They are very, very bad. But anyway, game is kicked off, guys. 2 minutes into the second half, guys. Massive second half, guys, underway right now. Huge second half, guys. Are Manchester City going to get the win? But are Chelsea going to get the win that help their top 5 aspirations? Gonna have to wait and see, guys. The chance for good shot there. Good shot from Cherky. Corner to Manchester City. Poor corner that. That was a poor corner from City, to be honest with you. That was a poor corner. City look more likely. They're playing well, but they look more likely to score, but they're just not clinical enough today. They're not clinical enough at all today. Definitely not. Turkey's playing all right today. I think he's had a good game so far today. I think Turkey's been good. Here he comes. Good little bit of play there. And it's another corner. What do you think is Man City's biggest problem? Anyway, corner to Manchester City here. Another poor corner, to be honest with you. Another poor corner. Two very poor corners for Manchester City. Now, anyway, Semenyo here is on the ball. I haven't seen much of Semenyo today, to be honest with you. It's all down the left. Beyonce FC to the left. And here we go. Turkey, Semenyo on the ball. Too slow. Turkey again. Nice from Turkey. Oh, goal for Man City. O'Reilly. They've scored. Goal for Man City, guys. It was coming, to be honest with you. That was coming. Arsenal fans will have their hands on their faces, or their faces on their hands, isn't it? Faces on their hands. They'll have their face on their hands right now, or their hands on their head, knees and toes. One 0 to Manchester City, guys. You got it wrong. You nearly got there. You nearly got there, Anfield the Red. You said that it's going to be an O'Reilly own goal. I know what you meant by OG now. You mean original goal. Original goal. The original gangster goal. Original gangster goal. We're going to twist it. There you go. Anfield. Hoping Isaac and Hugo both get benched. I mean, they both start versus PSG. I'm surprised Isaac doesn't start. I'm a little bit skeptical around Arnie Slot, my guy. I think he's a little bit agenda driven. I really do. People are gaslighting us to think that Salah is finished. I don't think Salah is finished. I was shocked when Salah didn't play any part of the game against PSG. Sal, has Nico Schlotterbeck signed again for Borussia Dortmund, or is he still available? What do you mean? He's still available, mate. Even if they sign a contract, Gregory, they can still be available. Sometimes players, for example, sign contracts so the price goes up. Sometimes they have a stipulation in their contract that a big club, i.e. Champions League club, big club, can go in for them and they have to agree the transfer. There are many times when players have signed contracts. Tonali signed a contract only recently, but he has a Champions League release clause, so basically, there you go. City's biggest problem this season has been their inability to take their chances and create meaningful opportunities. True. Chelsea need to score now. Well, to be honest with you, I haven't been impressed with Chelsea. I haven't seen much from Chelsea. I did say this will be 2-0 to Man City. I'll stick by that. I think it'll be 2-0 to Man City. Chelsea will hold on, and then and Man City will pick them off. And this is what's happening at the moment. This is what I predicted. It'd be 2-0 to Man City. I did say that. But yeah. It's this, guys. I'm telling you, in the context of the season, the championship, this is massive. It's Semenyo, and it's gone wide. It's a deflection. Oh, I thought Semenyo was going to score there. It was almost 2-0 to Man City. Well, it kept on side well there, Semenyo. Cut in. He just got his foot, Cucurella. It's a good tackle, to be fair. He just got his foot to it. Yes, good tackle. You got to give credit where it's due. Give credit where it's due. Anyways, corner to City. We 54 minutes, guys. 0-0. No, 1-0 to City. 55 minutes. Bless up everyone in the community. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream, guys. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Sunday so far. What have you been up to this Sunday, guys? I've been in Italy. I've done a couple of things. You know, trying to find a good pillow. I think my pillow has had it, you know. You see, I come to Italy like 5 times a year or something like that sometimes. You know, I am in the UAE most of the time. Got to go back to London and see my family. I haven't seen my family, God knows how long. But I've got to see them as well. But I'm looking for a good pillow. Some proper Hungarian feathers, mate. That's what I'm looking for to complement this big head. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. And yeah, I have a neck. My neck always hurts. So I need to get something. Do you know what I mean? I definitely need to get something going on in regards to the pillow sector. A friend of mine, he was from Jamaica. He once said, "Yeah, boy." He said, "Look, you know what you got to do? There's two things you got to do when you're in life. Make sure you have them and make sure they're expensive." And he said 2 things. He said, your bed, and he said, your shoes. Your shoes. That's what he said. He said, your bed and your shoes. Make sure those 2 things are sorted. Here comes City, though. Oh, well headed away for Fofana. Yeah. So part of my bed, obviously, is a pillow. I mean, yeah. And needs to be negotiated. Needs to be sorted out. Yeah. I've had it for a long time. I mean, the abuse my pillow has had with this big head is unbelievable. Anyway, here we go. Haaland. Churky's smiling too. It's not over yet, Churk. It's not over yet. You got to make sure you win that game. I know that Churky loves a laugh, doesn't he? We remember him when he was playing for Lyon, don't we? Olympique Lyonnais. Well, no, I went to see Olympique Lyonnais against Man United many years ago. It's when we won. Oh, here comes 2-0. Gay has got the goal. There you go. A proper FIFA 95 celebration. There you go, guys. Mark Gay, 2-0. Mark Gay, 2-0. Yeah, look, there we go, guys. Game over. Game and set and match. I did say 2-0, guys. You need to listen to Uncle Sal sometimes, guys. Gay 2-0. Chelsea are about to throw their toys out their pram. I think they already have. Guy 2-0, absolutely Anfield the Red. Thank you, my guy. Big up yourself. Oh, squeaky bum time. It's Ferguson once said, didn't he? Guys, it is 2-0 to Manchester City. Manchester City. Yeah, I once went to Lyon. It was a very nice place, actually, Olympique Lyonnais. A nice little Ferris wheel there. We drew the game 1-1. Tevez got the equaliser. Benzema scored the first goal. Yeah, that's where Turkey played, of course. Good finish, though. That's what you pay the big bucks, isn't it? Even a defender can score a goal like that. Look at that. Awkward celebration from Pep Guardiola. An awkward celebration there. Oh, they almost lost it again, Chelsea. Are Chelsea going to capitulate here? Chelsea. We're going to make it a blue day. Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. Remember that? Not many Chelsea fans will remember that. Madness. There's your clue. Yeah, that was a 90s. That was a 90s song for Chelsea in the FA Cup final, guys. It was, yeah, I believe it was 1994. If I'm not wrong, when Man United beat them. Here come Chelsea again with Semenyo on the right hand side here, guys. With Semenyo on the right hand side. I think Cherky's been the man of the match. Cherky. I think he's been the man of the match. Marcus. Big up, Marcus. We got us a title race, folks. Yes, Arsenal is definitely shitting themselves now. Absolutely. Plus, I enjoy trolling my Arsenal fan homeboys. Big up, my guy, Marcus. Hope you're well. We are potentially going to get the biggest league bottle job and biggest relegation in our generation. Look, I saw Leeds go down, and I thought Leeds was massive. I thought, Leeds a couple of years before that were in the Champions League semi-final. This is on par with that, kind of. We haven't had a relegation like this in 20, 30 years. Yeah, and in regards to the bottle job, this would be the biggest bottle job in Premier League football, not Premier League, football history. This would be the biggest bottle job. I mean, all those philosophers, all those philosopher Arsenal fans who like to come on the streams and talk all that, like they won 10 European Cups in their life. Hold that. You got a title race on your hand, my guy. You got a title race on your hand. You know what? I told you guys, Man United will win the league before Arsenal, fans. Man United win the league before Arsenal. Let me tell you that right now. We're going to win the league before Arsenal. Especially if you lose this one. Champions League football, all but guaranteed if we win our next two games. Bring it on, Bernard. I think tomorrow's a massive game, Bernard. I think we are in the Champions League next season, definitely. If we bottle this, then obviously that'd be a bottle job. But it is quite tight at the top. This is a good result, believe it or not, for Man United. But I would say that Man United are in the Champions League. Yeah, I would say that. Win tomorrow. Of course, we got Chelsea away, guys. We got Chelsea as well. We got Chelsea in a couple of weeks. We've got a couple of tough games to come. But Man United win 2 more games. I believe we're there more or less. In the Champions League was fantastic news. And that's not a time to rest on our laurels though. After that, that's when we got to start going for it. You know what I mean? That's when we got to start building and making sure that we solidify. Champions League football for many years to come and also compete in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Compete. Because something you've got to do as well. Not just make up the numbers, you've got to compete as well. So my prediction is coming true, guys. The Oracle Sal strikes back. Who's on the pit? Oh, on the floor? Is that Kusanov? Yaya Toure in the crowd, guys. One of the best midfielders in the dead generation, of course. Had Yaya Toure in my music video, by the way. Those who know. I once had Yaya Toure in a music video, guys. Did you know that? We made a World Cup song for 2014. Yaya Toure was in it. Very good header from O'Reilly. He's a good header, isn't he? He's a good header of the ball. He is a good header of the ball. He's a good header of the ball, definitely. Riley's off. I think he's got a little bit of an injury. So he's gone on. Aitnouri's coming on. Not a bad substitution to have, is it? It's not a bad substitution. 27 minutes to go, guys. 2-0 to Manchester City. Yeah, not a bad substitution to have Aitnouri to come on. You know, not bad. Here come Chelsea. Chelsea on the attack. Chelsea need to do something. Their Champions League is slipping through their fingers. Carl Palmer on the ball. Esteval. Oh, they lost the ball there. Terrible. Doku. Doku playing on Doku. The overlapping run is ahead of him. Here we go. He switched off there, didn't he? Went all that way and switched off. Aitnouri. You got to keep switched on, Aitnouri. You got to switch on. Don't stop your run. You got to keep switched on there, pal. Garnacho's coming on, it looks like. A little bit of juggling there from Chelsea. A bit of juggle. A little bit of juggle. They are clowns at the end of the day. Gregory. At half an hour left, it seems Chelsea are already done. No way back in this one. You never know. You never know. You never know, of course. Leno, Ronaldo, Garnacho coming on. Leno, Ronaldo, Pele, Zidane is coming on for Chelsea. Of course, the greatest player in the history of football. Gregory. Chelsea fans repeating their name over and over again instead of singing a song of sandwich has always seemed silly to me. Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. It's like like you're practicing in the choir. La 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 la, like that. You know what I mean? La 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 la. Not that I was ever in a choir. I was not in a choir. All right. Anyone? But yeah, a bit like that. This light is getting on my nerves. I've got my dash light on my head. It's a big shiny light on my head, like a Dalek. Yeah, that's it. If Chelsea, if City get a third, should I say, it's game over, guys. We've got about 24 minutes of this game to go, and it is 2-0 to Manchester City, as I predicted, guys. Call me the Oracle, Mystic Meg, whatever you want to do. I'm right here. You know what I mean? Over the bar from Chelsea. It's a corner for Chelsea, by the way, just to let you know. Free header, punched away by Donnarumma. It was a free header there. I was a little bit worrying there for Chelsea to have a free header there. Here's Palmer. He kicks out of play. Yeah, Palmer looks a little bit rusty today. Now Garnacho is coming on, guys. Ali Alejandro is coming on, guys. I won't tell you the names they used to call Garnacho at Man United. I won't tell you all the names they used to call him back in the days. They used to call him all sorts of names, guys. Not that I tolerate that sort of thing. So, I mean, they used to call him all these weird names and things like that. Anyway, Garnacho is on, guys, for Chelsea. Garnacho is on. Gregory, Sal was never a quiet boy. Calling me shot. Can you believe it, mate? Would you believe it? I mean, anyone would have guessed. Jack Wilshere just won his first trophy. Was a bridesmaid Arteta. Big up, my friend. Big up. 3-0. Game and set and match. It's game over. It's 3-0 to Manchester City. They are getting their goal difference up, guys. Semenyo 2. Semenyo. Who's got the goal, guys? I'm just looking at it now. I'm watching the goal back. Doku. Terrible mistake by the Chelsea player, and he's buried it, guys. 3-0. They are goal difference. My goodness me. Arsenal actually going to bottle it. The goal difference is getting more and more potent, guys. There's no such things. It's getting deleted. Guys, the goal difference is getting deleted. Chelsea are 3-0 down. Arsenal are in big, big trouble, guys. That goal difference. Trust me. You just write this. Three 0 to Manchester City, guys. No, Arsenal won't lose that. They won't like that score at all, will they? They won't like that score at all. It's an awful situation for them. Chelsea at 6s and 7s. Rafinha's getting sacked in the morning. Sacked in the morning. Rafinha's getting sacked in the morning. $20 ago, guys. 3-0. Surely game over. Surely game over now. Surely. It's game over. Cross comes in. Chance for Chelsea, header wide. Here comes Chelsea, though. Chelsea on the attack here. Cross comes in. Cleared away. Cleared away. Coglorella. Hey, Chelsea. Oh. How many goals can Man City score in this game? How many goals? What are you saying? Marcus. Conference League spot looking solid for Chelsea next year. Uh-oh, Sal. The goal difference is going up. Uh-oh. Yeah, I told you, mate. Don't count your chickens before they've hatched. I think Arsenal have been counting their too many chickens, guys. Asna been counting their chickens before they've hatched, guys. It's unacceptable. Absolutely. Rumors of Arsenal is going to Arteta 6 years new contract. Beautiful, mate. I mean, listen, mate. Look, you know, some of the things he does in training, I mean, there's no coincidence that they lost to Bournemouth at the weekend. That TikTok thing in the training thing, it was ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Some of the antics that he does, the light bulb thing, the "Never You Walk Alone" song in training and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, some of it is just, you know, it's really cringe, isn't it? And if we feel that way, guys, watching that, I'm pretty certain that the fans will feel that as well. You know what I mean? The players will feel that as well. They will feel like it's cringe as well. Let's be honest, guys. If we feel like that, they're going to feel like it's cringe as well. Do you know what I mean? £2 billion blue bottle. Big up, my friend. Big up, Ryan. United win tomorrow. I'm popping the champagne. We're back. What a weekend so far, guys. Apart from the Liverpool aside, right? Apart from Liverpool, what a weekend so far for Manchester United. It's been lovely, isn't it? I mean, I'm not celebrating Chelsea, Man City winning. Just talking about the league, Arsenal and that. It's fun, isn't it? When Arsenal lose. 22 seasons and counting by Arsenal, which could easily continue. Big up, Gregory. Gregory Burke, the legend of Gregory. Big up. Look, I'm not one of those guys that are going to be jumping up and down to the ceiling if Arsenal lose the league. I mean, I find it funny. I banter, of course I do. But I'm focused on Manchester United winning the league. However, you have to look at this and say, look, Arsenal, are Arsenal cursed? Or is it because of Arsenal that they are giving themselves a little bit of juju here or something like that? I don't know. But they are very, very smug. And I think after that League Cup, and I said it at the time, whoever wins that League Cup will have the mental advantage. I said it right there. I said, whoever wins that League Cup will have the mental advantage. And so be it. And here we are. They've got the mental advantage. Man City have got the mental advantage, guys. Shame on you. Shame on you. Fool me once, fool me twice. You've gone it and you've done it again. You've gone and counted your chickens before they've hatched. That's what you did, guys. They counted their chickens before they've hatched. So this can either be 4-0, 4 or 5-0. This is easy be 4 or 5-0. If Chelsea's head drops, it can easily be 4 or 5-0, quite easily. And here comes Chelsea again. Doku on the left-hand side. He's got Ait Nori as an outlet. Doku's still got the ball. Ait Nori on the ball. Shirky. Bernardo Silva. Gay. Doku. Yeah, Chelsea. City are just going to mess around now. City are just going to play that ball around. Rodrigo! No, that was Kusanov. Sorry, Kusanov. He shot it like Rodrigo. Goodness me, I thought that was Rodrigo. Kusanov with a great strike. What a strike that was. That went in the back of the net. Someone said Kusanov looks like me. I think that's out of order. I said that before. Shirky's coming off. One of the man of the matches. Doku's coming off as well. Savinho's on. Big game for Savinho. He's got a little bit of less pressure now. Obviously, Chelsea being Man City being 3-0 up. So Chelsea comes on. Phil Foden's coming on. That shows you power and depth, though, isn't it? Look at the depth of squad they've got, guys. You take off those two players, you bring on those two players. So how long before Louis Rosenior's job is called into question? That's the question. Kenny, Chelsea should get relegated next season. They are like, can I tell you something, Kenny? I said it the other day. Chelsea are lucky the league didn't start in January. I'm telling you, Chelsea are lucky the league didn't start in January. Telling you. Big up everyone in the stream. Big up everyone who's joined me today, of course. Really appreciate you. All we have here after this match is Mexican League football. Whereabouts are you, Greg? Whereabouts are you, mate? Are you in the States or Canada? Where are you? Big up Gregory. Big shout out to Greg, of course. Yeah, I've got the World Cup coming in the summer, guys. Some of the timings for the World Cup are absolutely atrocious. I think we've got 60 games of the World Cup, guys, and I'm going to be doing every single one. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it out. I'm going to do every single World Cup game. It's going to be difficult. There's one time, right? There's a game at midnight, right? There's there's a game at midnight, and then there's a game at 6 in the morning, and then there's a game at, I think it's like 1 in the afternoon, and then there's a game at 5 in the afternoon, and then there's a game at 8. Can I? I don't know if I could do that. Texas, lovely Texas, of course. I should have known that. I know you told me that. Sorry, Greg, I forgot. But yeah, I've been Texas, Webster, near Houston. I shot a music video there. Lovely people, hospitable people, very hospitable people, absolutely. Yeah, gotta love Texas. We're bringing you live here from Naples, Italy, where Manchester City are 3-0 up against Chelsea, guys, and they are closing the gap in every single sense in regards to the Premier League title, the goal difference, the points difference. It's going to be a very, 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 very big, season this season. You know what I mean, in regards to the bottles. Southern Italy, center of the country. So Southern United States, center of the country. Yes, I know, mate. I've been there, bruv. Those World Cup games are local to me in Toronto, so it'd be fun to watch games at regular times in the hemisphere. Sorry, guys. Marcus, you better join me for them ones, mate, because I'm going to be sacrificing a lot of eye sleep, of course. A lot of shut eye is going to be deprived. So I will be doing that. Guys. I'll be doing the watchalongs. I have to. I think this light is too bright. Let me just give me a second, guys. That's better. That's better. That's more like me, isn't it? There you go. I'm there with you, brother Sal. No worries. Big up, my friend. It depends where I am. So if I'm in Europe, if I'm in Italy or England, the game's in New York, if I'm in England, the game generally New York's 5 hours behind England. If I'm in UAE is 4 hours ahead of England or 3 hours ahead of England at that time. So that'd be 8 hours ahead of New York in UAE. So if I'm in the UAE, I'm 8 hours ahead of New York. I think that isn't it Los Angeles 2 hours ahead of New York, so I'll be 10 hours ahead of Los Angeles. It's mad, isn't it? Absolutely. I've lived most of my life in Houston, but moved to Austin a couple of months before the COVID-19 pandemic. Cool, mate. I went to Houston, Texas. Loved it, to be honest. Very hot. We've got about 9 minutes to go here, guys. City are 3-0 up. Looks like they're going to be closing the gap on Arsenal. Guys, with the goal difference as well. So obviously City are going to be looking with one eye on that goal difference. Here come Chelsea. Chelsea on attack. Obviously, City be looking at the goal difference, so they'd be looking not to concede. And that's a great save from Donnarumma. That's a great save from Donnarumma, that. Great save. Absolutely brilliant. That's what I'm talking about, Donnarumma. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this. Here come Chelsea, though. Chelsea there you go. Yeah, you got to be careful. So, That looked dangerous. That could be a yellow card, that one. We got 7 minutes. Anyway, Carl Palmer has got the ball in a dangerous area, guys. Very dangerous area. He's got the ball. He's picked up. He's going to take the free kick. About 20 yards from goal. If he just chips it into that corner, it's a goal. Silly for Mike Norrie, to be honest with you. Straight at Donnarumma. Straight at Donnarumma. Why did he go for that angle? Oh, he opened it up. There you go. Can Man City get a fourth? That will really make it interesting, wouldn't it? Here comes Haaland. Haaland there. Oh, that looked like a foul, didn't it? No, nothing given. All right, Nori now. Oh, nice play from Mike Norrie. Good cross. That's going to be a corner. Yes, it is. That's going to be a corner. Good play from Mike Norrie. All right, Art Norrie with a corner. Can City get a fourth? Of course, they were looking to get that goal difference sorted out. Weren't they +7 behind Arsenal or something like that? Not anymore. Definitely not anymore. Out here to out Norrie, and that's going to be out for another corner to Manchester City. Foden with a corner. Cross. Oh, he got a touch to it. It didn't quite get the direction on it. Savinho with a throw in here. Rodri. Good little play there. Good little interchange. Can he get in the box? Oh, it's nearly. It's a free kick. It's a free kick to. Let's get it in. Let's read some of these comments. Big up everyone in the stream, of course, guys. Big up yourself. Where were we? Big up Sean. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see Sean back in the house. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I think it's City's to lose. I think so as well. I do think that as well, guys. Absolutely. Trigger King, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How you doing, brother? I hope everything's well. All for us to play, all for us to do is madness tomorrow. Win against Leeds, go 3 points ahead of Aston Villa. We play Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. Time will tell whether we shall seize the moment. I think I think now the way the league is, if we beat Chelsea, that could solidify the top four, the Champions League positions. What a way to do it, and what a place to get it. Of course, that'd be absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Derek, Marcus. I hope Rafinha is coached by the time we play them. We'll get a victory if Chelsea keeps playing that. Knowing our luck, Marcus, they'll probably get a new manager and it'll be the new manager bounce and all that business. Hopefully not. I really hope they don't. I really hope that they keep Rafinha until next week. Please keep Rafinha until next week. That'd be great. Of course, Greg. So if City assigned their own midfielder to a new contract, who would you need? Who would they need? Elliot Anderson. Yeah. They're fighting for Elliot Anderson as well as us, man. There's lots of Man City fans out there that believe they've already got Elliot Anderson. Some fans of Man City believe that they already have him. You know, at the end of the day, yeah, it's gonna be there. We're gonna have to obviously sell a project to them, and that's gonna be the thing, isn't it? We'll win tomorrow. We need 2 points to get. We're gonna win tomorrow, JD. Don't worry about that. The only thing we have to worry about is a little bit of rustiness, but I think we'll be all right. I think we'll manage to beat them. I think we'll beat them. I really do. And I think we'll beat them well. I think we'll beat them well as well. I really do. I think we'll beat them 3-0. That's my prediction, 3-0. Right now, it's 3-0. I don't know what I did for my match preview. What did I predict in my match preview, guys? What was it? 8 minutes of injury time. What is with this injury time, guys? 11 minutes last game, 8 minutes now. I've basically had extra time of minutes, guys, of injury time. Goodness sake, Chelsea have won this. Man City have won this game. Can we just put out the misery? Place. Anyway, out here on the left. Semenya tried to chase it down, but even he can't reach that. Throw in. See City getting a fourth, though. I really can. City get a fourth. Wow. I mean, Arsenal will be very, very nervous. Very, very. Here comes City. They might get that. Was that penalty? Thought that was a penalty. No. May have won the ball. I ignore it here. Yeah, they're controlling the game now, Man City, just passing it around with ease at the moment, playing with Chelsea, toying with Chelsea. It's embarrassing for Chelsea, really, isn't it? It really is embarrassing for Chelsea. If you're a Chelsea fan right now, you know, it must be really awful for you. You know, I don't feel for you. I'm not going to pretend I feel for you, but, you know, it must be really awful for you guys. You know what I mean? You had such a great owner in Roman Abramovich, and the government of England took him away from you. You know what I mean? Poor you. Anyway, here come Man City. No, they lost the ball. They're back with the ball. Chelsea are bad at the moment. They keep losing the ball. So does Man City, to be honest. One back by Gay. Here is Cole Palmer. It's going to be a foul. No, he keeps up. He keeps on his feet. We're out here to Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. My goodness, that's a foul, surely. No? My goodness. Gogorella. Palmer. Playing from the left. Cucurella again. Palmer. Garnacho on the ball. Garnacho actually made an impact since what's he done so far? Has he actually made an impact so far? What's he done? Pass it. This is poor football from Chelsea. Really poor football from Chelsea. It's awful. The stadium's emptying quickly, guys. I thought it was a walkout. Man City have 64 points, 6 points behind Arsenal, 1 game in hand. Plus, they got to play Arsenal at the Etihad, of course. It's mad, isn't it? Mad world. You know what I mean? Foul for Man City, of course. Four minutes to go, guys, of injury time. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 3. Guys, don't forget to join me for the watch-alongs next week, guys. Don't forget to join me tomorrow for Manchester United, of course, guys, against Leeds United. Finally, Man United are back in action, guys. That's what it's all about. It's about Man United in the proper team. Here come Mike Nori on the left-hand side. Cross comes in. Try it. Nearly reached Haaland. Savinho. Cross comes in again. Chance. Oh. Nearly 4-0, guys. Nearly 4-0. I think Haaland's looking for a goal, isn't he? He needs a goal, doesn't he? Yeah, nearly got there. Sanchez grabs on well to the ball. What happened there? What happened there? Didn't even see what happened, guys. Well, something happened. Well, did he give the ball away for a corner? It is a corner. Nori, imagine they score from this and City win the league by 1 goal. Imagine that. Anyway, Nori is going to take the corner. Free kick to Chelsea. Typical free kick. Yeah, it'll be 3 points ahead tomorrow, Yale. Very good. Anyway, I can't wait. Damn types. I'm surprised so you understand me as a typo sound. No problem, Gregory. It's all love, my friend. It would be great if government of England would take the glaze away from us. They won't do that, mate. Sorry, mate. I know you're in America, but they're American. They won't do that. However, with political things at the moment, you never know. But yeah, they should never have done that. Do you think Carrick is the right man for the job? If him, who else? I only say 2 people. One, I'm 100% sure Luis Enrique is the right man for the job. However, it's going to be very difficult to get Luis Enrique. Other than that, it's Nagelsmann, then Carrick for me. If nobody else, I think, fits the bill at the moment. I don't think anybody else. You might as well just give it to Carrick, and that's what I would say. Nobody else fits the bill for me. Definitely not. Gregory, I understand. I tried to explain to the normie non-football fans about the visceral hatred held by United fans and supporters towards the Glazers without much success. Mate, there was a UFC tournament yesterday and they were applauding Donald Trump out. You know what I mean? I don't know about America, man. Sometimes they're just so out of touch. And I've got an American grand, by the way. They're just so out of touch with the rest of the world. They don't really understand. They don't really know what's going on and how people think, what people think of them, you know, and if only you knew what they think about you guys in Italy and in UK and in Abu Dhabi and all that. It's mad, man. You know, beautiful country, lovely people, but badly run. Yeah, Glazers have destroyed Man United. Yeah, they've destroyed us, of course. We're near the end of the game, guys. Just waiting for the full-time whistle now. Basically going through the motions. We're near there. A few seconds to go, of course, in regards to that. We're in the 8th minute of injury time now, so it should be over, guys. It should be over very, very soon. Clearance by Semenyo. Chelsea can't. I mean, obviously, City won't be looking to Won't be looking to concede right now, of course. The goal difference is very important, guys. It was a bad foul on Man City there. Clearance from Semenyo. And that is full time, guys. 3-0. Chelsea 0. Manchester City 3, guys. Full time, guys. And that, you guys, absolutely. Now the league is wide open. Have Arsenal bottled it? Have they bottled it? Have they bottled the league title? Who knows? Only time will tell. But one thing's for certain, we've got a race on our hands, guys. We've got a title race on our hands, finally. Guys, finally, Man City have decided to wake up in this title race, and they've won 3-0 away to Chelsea today. Absolutely great result for them. They obviously sort out the goal difference now as well. Let me just look at the league table, guys, just to see where the goal difference is, guys. So basically now, Chelsea have a goal difference of 35. Arsenal have +3, only more than City now. Only +3 more. That can change at the Etihad, of course, guys. That can go right down, guys. This is going to the wire. Guys, Man City win their game in hand. They beat Arsenal at the Etihad. They are level on points, guys. They are level on points. Who would have thought that, a couple of weeks ago, guys? Who would have thought that would happen a couple of weeks ago? Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much, Gregory. Guys, good evening, by the way, Sean. Hope you're well. Marcus, I was disgusted the reception the guy got. UFC Canadians don't go to States no more either. So, yeah, they don't, mate. I'm not surprised. Mate, and, so out of touch. Some may call them dumb. This is God, some of the people cheering, dumb, really dumb, and it's just the way it is at the end of the day, innit? You can't teach, a smartness to fools, innit? At the end of the day. But yeah, guys, the league is well, and talking about proper sport, Manchester United and football and stuff like that, the best sport in the world, man, we got a title race as well, guys. We've got a massive title race now. Looking forward to it. +3 goal difference, Greg. Thank you so much. 3-0 to Manchester City. Arsenal, they're getting a little bit shaky. They're getting a little bit fidgety. They're getting a little bit sweaty. They're getting a little bit aggressive, ain't they, guys? Because they are very, very close to pulling off the biggest bottle job in Premier League history. It would be the biggest bottle job I don't want to be here about anything. People have been trying to gaslight me. This Arsenal team is probably the best Arsenal team I've ever seen in my life. It's probably the best football team in the Premier League's ever seen. Oh my goodness me. Absolutely. Yale. League next weekend, league finale next weekend. Also, we can qualify for the Champions League by beating Liverpool. Wouldn't that be something, Yale? We qualify for the Champions League by beating Liverpool. It'd be absolutely fantastic. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? We beat Liverpool. We are in the Champions League. This game actually helped Man United, by the way. Chelsea are slowly but surely distancing themselves. Of course, if Man United get a result yesterday, we need Man United to get a result as well. But, we're slowly but surely distancing ourselves from Chelsea. Now, when we look at the league table, Chelsea have played 32 games now. They're on 48 points. If Man United win tomorrow, we will be 9 points ahead of Chelsea. 9 points ahead of Chelsea. Madness. Absolutely. And also 6 points ahead of Liverpool. Let's not forget that. You know what I mean? See you tomorrow, guys. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate every single one of you. Please don't forget to smash a like on the video. Thank you guys, for joining me this afternoon. It's been a pleasure. And you absolute legends. Thank you for supporting the channel. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, please. Put your notifications on. If you're new here, if you like what you see, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. I shall see you tomorrow for Breaking Dawn, early in the morning, of course. Usual time tomorrow, 7 a.m. UK time. So I'll see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. UK time. Don't forget to join me for that. Some big news coming your way, guys, so don't forget to join me for that. And also, guys, don't forget to put your notifications on when I do go live elsewhere, of course, guys. We're also bringing you the Manchester United against Leeds, a Battle of the Roses. Of course, tomorrow, of course, the massive game. And we've waited a long time for it. 24 days tomorrow, guys. So thank you, guys. Have a great, great rest of the weekend, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And guys, peace and love. Take it easy. See you soon.